Hey everyone, thanks so much for subscribing. So many people subscribed, so hi. I know I said thank you at some point, but I wanted to say hi again. So yeah, I am actually a tarot reader who has clients. So if you are interested in supporting the channel and would like to get a reading from me, definitely check that out. Or if you want to make a donation, I'm not gonna say no because yeah. So, but really, if you are interested in booking a reading, my calendar link is down below. And you'll have to pay in order to reserve the reading. If for some reason I can't do the reading, I will issue a refund to you. It's all done through PayPal. I have 30-minute and 1 hour appointments available. If you're into maybe a question-based reading and you want to type in a question and then get a video, like kind of how I do the YouTube videos, then hit me up that way too. I have a link to the form down below. You put in the request. I will invoice you for the reading. And once the invoice is fulfilled, I'll take care of your reading. And there's usually like a 2-day turnaround time, sometimes less time. But yeah, I did want to let you guys know that. I will, of course, continue to do the monthly readings for free. I love doing the monthly readings. It's so nice to like kind of see how people react, and it's always a lot of fun. So that's something I'm going to keep doing. And yeah, if you have not subscribed, if you're considering subscribing, definitely do so. Once I get to like around 1,000, I think I'll be able to kind of like do social posts. So I'll be able to like get your feedback or opinion on what types of videos you guys want to see. I am trying to record more. I had tech issues and some other stuff happened, but yeah, so thanks again for subscribing. I hope you have a great month of July. Oh, and one tip for the readings is that when you are looking for a reading, if the title resonates, pick the title, look at the video. If you kind of identify more with like your moon sign or your rising sign versus your sun sign, you can choose that as well. And just sort of pick what feels right. Thanks again for supporting the channel. If you want to donate, again, all the links and everything are down below. And yeah, if you want to book a reading, definitely book a reading. Because I do actually like to have clients. I am on Instagram, so you can follow me on there if you want to. TikTok did some foolish shit and they let me have 3-minute videos. I don't know why, so I'll probably start posting short stuff on there. But I do want to post more and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks again for subscribing. Hope you have a great month of July, and I look forward to your reading. I'll see you around. Hey Aquarius, how's it going? I hope your July is going well. I don't know. At the bottom of the deck, it was a King of Swords, so maybe you make a lot of decisions as of late. Y'all are always doing some shit though. When are you not, Aquarius? When are you not doing something? Okay, but let's get into your card for the month. See what the overall vibe is. Which one? I want this one. Page of Pentacles. Looks like some of y'all may be starting off with a new endeavor. A lot of people have kind of been, I don't want to say like starting off brand new in something, like maybe they have prior experience in another field or doing something else, but like it's kind of like a new adventure. Maybe it's going to require some amount of starting over, which can be a little irritating. A lot of irritating. I mean, it is what it is, but hey, whenever you want to try something new, you got to start off new. I'm going to have to clarify this next one because I do not know what that means. Okay. Wait. Oh no. Okay. At first, I thought it was a negative thing, but I don't think it is. Okay, so with the Page of Pentacles and the Past card, so I got the Five of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So I think this reads as like you had to fight in order to have a new beginning or a new start in something. So you might have had like a couple of obstacles, or you may still have a bunch of shit you got to do before you can get to this new starting point in order to start over. I don't know. But yeah. Five of Swords. But you look kind of like ready. Like maybe that's why. Maybe you kind of like completed enough in battle, or like you made it past a certain stage and so now you gotta like start over. Because it's like, this is a mental conflict thing for me. Like maybe you were in mental warfare with someone or with like the idea of something, and maybe now that like you figured out your way to move forward. So you could have also just been fighting your thoughts, or just like really having like thoughts about what I'm gonna do next, or some shit that's kicking your ass. You may be learning how to chill, or you may be learning how to be comfortable with kind of taking this break in the form of like this Page of Pentacles. So you could be starting over. You could be resting before you go into this mode. Because being a page is a lot of work. People try to think it's like, oh, they're inexperienced. It's like, yeah, because you're gaining experience. It's like being a goddamn intern. Like, don't nobody want to do that. I mean, they want the experience. They want to do whatever. Like, no one wants to be an intern. So you could really be resting and taking advantage of the fact that you may be sort of having to take, I don't know why I get the example of like switching fields, but it's like if you wanted to switch career fields, you may have to at least temporarily go back into page mode. And so for some people, they might be enjoying the luxury or like the leisure time they know that they're not going to have because they're going to have a lifestyle change. It doesn't always mean financial. It could just be that, like, you know, if you have a job where you only work like X amount of hours a week, if you're going to be going into another field that requires more hours of work, then that's going to be something you have to get used to. So there's that. Ooh. And with this Page of Pentacles, I kept staring at this Ten of Pentacles. So it could be too that like maybe you're assessing things like if this is like you moving, or kind of like maybe you're enjoying your home or enjoying kind of like your riches, so to say. Like reveling in what you have or what you've done or what you've accomplished. Like the Ten of Pentacles does always read as family too. So it could be a situation where maybe like you're interacting with your family more, or with neighbors like before you move, or just like people locally if you're the type of person that's going to be moving. Or like this could be too, like maybe even socializing with like coworkers because you're going to be switching jobs or something. It's also kind of like graduating college to like move and take a job somewhere kind of vibes, like that sort of thing. You got the Devil and the Queen of Wands. I know people say a lot of stuff about the Devil being like restriction or something else or whatever. This could be, I almost feel like being caught up. Cause like you see how they're just there kind of like chained to him. Like, come on, most of y'all seen the Devil card. But it can also be about like obsession and other things like that too. But I don't know. It could be that maybe you're really like hyper obsessed with sort of like this thing you have to do, if that makes sense. So it could be that. See, this fucking chair. My chair just sinks down. Anyway, I'm a little more curious about it. Because I almost feel like it's like you're doing battle with the Devil. Like, that's you. And then this is the Devil card. But I don't think the Devil is like an actual person in this situation. It could be like a work-related thing. Or it could just be like a series of things you have to do. Like, what is an obligation? For some of y'all, it could be about the end of something with a younger suitor. It could be like, it could also be too that maybe it's time, like the elephant in the room is that someone needs to say how they feel, and maybe they've always kind of been offering this much, and now it's like it is what it is. It could also be too that, like, let's say you're only living in an area for a certain amount of time. So like, let's say you're like an exchange student or something like that. You're going to school somewhere, and it's just like, you get to the point where like, if someone's like, oh, I have feelings for you, it doesn't really matter because you're about to leave anyway. That kind of shit. That could be the problem. And that's why I'm just like, the devil could be like, oh, I was just so attracted to you, or this, that, or that, or whatever. Either way, though, I feel like you're really focused on what it is that you're trying to do in the future, so that shit don't matter. It doesn't matter. You have plans. You have things you got to do. That ship has sailed. They should have said what they needed to say when it needed to be said. You know, just because someone suddenly decides they have feelings, that doesn't stop the party. All right? What else? Let's just see what else pops up on the tarot. I saw the best card about this. Someone was talking about protecting their harvest. With this, it was another book I was reading, but nine of Wands, right, and then the Ace of Wands. This could be you really protecting kind of like your ideas and your abilities to create ideas, but also your passion or creativity. But it could be your passion for moving forward in life. Like maybe you've realized that if people kind of stress you out, or if too many dumbass things that don't really add to your life happen around you or to you, it makes it harder for you to want to enjoy things or to be creative or to do other things. So you may be defending your creative energy right now, or just defending your vitality. So you could be like really trying to like block away energy draining activities, people, or things in order for you to like get what you need to get done. Like it might be a situation where you might even be foregoing someone helping you like pack up a place, or like helping you to like run errands because you're just like, no, they're too draining. It's a cover. They're gonna use this to bother me. Oh, someone's idea of love is changing too. How you assess it, or like how you express it too, but that shit needed to change, but it's good. It's one of those things that you have to learn it, like you acquire the knowledge kind of in the field, you know. Okay. Last one of these. Five of Cups. Looks like you're another one getting over it. In order to move on, a lot of people had to sift through some difficult emotions. Some of that, like maybe, because I feel like this has happened to me. It happens to a lot of people where you'll be trying to like heal from some shit and you keep getting stuck at one part. Just keep getting stuck at one part. It's almost like you got to start over all over again because you keep getting stuck. This time you maybe went really through the feelings and dumped them out. You got the 2 cups. Like, it's always going to be something, but it seems like you're not going to be starting off at 0 again. Same thing with the 4 cups. That's balanced emotions. In another tarot deck, it's like a cloud with a hand cloud cup. It's kind of like being handed out to you. But it's like not needing that cup. Like, I know it's sometimes that like 4 cups is read as rejection, but no one ever talks about like why you would reject an offering from someone is because you have enough. So it could be like if you have enough, like your emotions are balanced, like in here. Why would you take on unnecessary emotion from someone else? Doesn't make sense. Especially if it's a situation where someone should have said something earlier. This could even be like a job offer thing. Like you applied for a job 6 months ago, you decide to move 4 months ago, and they decide to get back to you like last week. Like that shit don't affect you. That 5 of Cups, I said that shit don't affect you, and the 5 of Cups jumped out again. You might be more emotionally sound than you have been before, and it could even be too that like you are, because sometimes people will find out that they're sensitive and like get completely wrecked by that information. But the reality is that if you know you're sensitive and you can respect it and like, and not so much just like constantly block out any and all triggers because that's almost impossible, but you know, kind of being gentle with yourself when you aren't able to avoid the inevitable is good. Da, 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 da. You're another one with the Death card at the bottom of the deck, but that's good. death and rebirth. Like, things about us have to change in order for us to, like, be different. Oh. I'm sorry, I really like this deck and it's cute. And I'm like, oh, Aquarius, you know. You know I love y'all air signs. Oh, this is so cute. I feel like this goes along with everything. Oh. Okay, so just at the bottom in general, overall, or why am I doing this shit? It's for your happiness. It doesn't mean that, like, everyone's always going to be 100% happy all the time, but, like, personal, like, long-term, like, I want to have a happy life type of energy. That's why you're doing this shit now. So the first card you get is Courage. It's like these waves. And, like, you see the rainbow, but the waves breaking up against the rocks and stuff. So it could be that, like, it's going to take courage to do what you need to do, but based on the other cards before, it seems like you're in a situation where you're going to have to, you know, rest up or power up in order to maybe take a leap that you weren't comfortable doing before. Like, some people go, oh my God, I'm switching fields, like, and it'll be terrifying. And, but they still do it anyway. Like, you could be scared. Having courage is just doing that shit anyway. That's all that is. But you might know that. And the Devil card again, popping up, but I don't want to read too far into it. Whew. What are some of y'all? Okay, this might be different than the other person I mentioned. So part of it is that you might be shooting your shot with a water sign, or you might be like obsessively communicating with the water sign, or someone that gets your feelings real woo woo. Like, King of Cups energy, like they maybe they also like they respond in the way that you want. It's not that they're saying what you want to hear, but they respond to you in the way that you appreciate, want, need, whatever. Wow, I just dropped the shit out these cards. It's like they didn't want me to tell on them. All right, so this is so funny. Okay, wait, I'm gonna pull these. Sorry, I'm not cutting this part out of the video though. Still part of the reading. Hope you can hear me. This is very Aquarius. That was like a bad angle. I feel like I'm all Chi-Chi's in that angle. Anyway, because this shit came out as a pull. That's why I'm not changing it. 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 3 of Wands. The Queen of Wands popped up again. I think that's you. The Devil card popped up before as well. I think the Devil card is like these unresolved feelings or like having to say bye to somebody. That person, this King of Cups, I think is waiting for this Queen of Wands to kind of like move forward. I would also like to note too, or if it's that other person that you were talking to, damn, Aquarius. They keep being dishonest with their emotions. Sound like they wasted a bunch of time. So you're moving forward with your journey. And if anything, you're planning and plotting ahead. Maybe you sent out the scout first to kind of survey the land, but you're focused on next steps. You're getting a lot of fire. That means that this shit is grounding. That this, whatever this is gonna happen soon. Oh, dang. You might be a little sad, but you're not brokenhearted about whatever goodbyes you gotta say either. Jesus. This almost seems like a story of like growing up to me. Like being young, you're kind of like going into a situation, being less mature, and then kind of slowly and steadily like moving forward or slow going, moving ahead, and then doing this jump. I think that's you. But I don't know, Aquarius, like you guys will do a path, but it won't be rigid like how other people do it. Whoever's trying to spy on you or figure out what you're doing without talking to you, they don't know how to they don't know. They're very confused by how you're moving and what you're doing. I mean, not in a bad way. It's just like if there's someone who's trying to like figure out what you're thinking or feeling instead of asking you, like they are unable to do that based on your actions at this time. Which is good because they should be trying to communicate with you if it's that deep. Anyway, taking risks. That's the other oracle card for the month. So I don't know, Aquarius. I mean, y'all are always taking risks, but I don't want to say that you're like impulsive or that you don't calculate them. Like maybe they're well calculated risks, but they're still, the shit look dicey. Like to other people, it doesn't look like other people couldn't always do it like how you do it. Some of you guys, if it's an art thing or if you're a creative person, you might, or like you don't know which direction to go in because you have a lot of options. Creatively, that's one of those things. You might get a lot of job offers wherever you're going to or whatever you're going to do after you take this risk. And when I clarified the oracle card, I got the High Priestess. And I think that, like, you see how, like, the birds is flying? Like, animals do a lot of things based on intuition and what they need to do, like, or how they're supposed to live their lives as, like, wild animals, you know? And I think that you might be guided on this one. That it's not a situation where you have to really... It's not that you don't have to worry, but it's like you might know you're making the right choice for your future. Even if you were confused before. Some of y'all might be reunited with friends, or you might be spending a lot of time with community. But like having fun, oh, it could be a situation too where like, because you have a set like path or something that you have to follow, it might be hard to have a good time with your friends. So like for some people, like it's hard to enjoy like the last couple days of work if you know you're gonna leave. For some people, I'll be having fun like damn near every time. When I knew it was gonna be my last couple of days, I have a good old time. Be like, hey, bye. All right, let's get into your tea leaf cards, and I think we're just gonna call it. Y'all know I always use a ton of cards. That was not it, Chief. Okay. Like I had one card that just felt like it was just stuck to my hand. So maybe this is what I need to tell you about. So this card is a bull, and it's about not backing down from opposition. Opposition could come in the form of like environmental issues or other shit, or just your own stress or anxiety about like doing something. And honestly, that's okay. It's okay to feel like you got to push a little bit. I mean, don't push yourself to the point where like you just can't take it, but it's okay to feel like you got to, you know, remind yourself not to give up. So you got the broken bridge and whale, and it's talking about an unsuccessful, with the broken bridge, it's an unsuccessful outcome to a problem. But then with the whale, it's great worry over nothing. So maybe some shit didn't work out, and at first it was like awful, you're concerned about it, but now that you see kind of what ended up happening, now you're like, actually, I'm glad it didn't work out, because then I wouldn't have these opportunities. Another thing is with the well and with the tortoise, family wishes come true, and then slowly but surely getting ahead. Two things. One, like, your family may be really proud of you or what you've been doing. Whatever that is. It's super vague, I know. A family wish came true. Let's see what this is about. It's something that someone's been waiting for a while. Okay, for some people, if y'all had a family member who was like an air sign, or a woman who's just real sharp with her words, I mean, hell, maybe somebody divorced someone who was really mean in a family or put them in check. They could be a woman, but with the Queen of Swords, I feel like she's very effective with her words. It could be, too, that someone who was a Queen of Swords or an air sign energy. Oh, duh. Sorry. Some of y'all may have had to get out of, like, an obligation. It doesn't necessarily have to be legal, but with the Justice card, like, maybe you had to have something happen within your life, because Aquarius, air sign, so this could be you. It's like, whatever this family wish thing is, it wasn't going to happen until after whatever was going on with you. In terms of, like, maybe it's like a family, like maybe the family wanted to, like, go on a trip around, like, the world or some shit, but they can't do it if you're a part of the family, you can't be there. Like, that kind of thing. So it could be that. It could be that some people are waiting for you to, like, get justice on a situation that was really plaguing you. But whatever it is, it's like, it could be, too, that, like, I also get the vibe of, like, maybe someone's family was waiting for, like, your family was waiting for you to come back. What? I didn't even see this. Okay, and then the last two, we got the Tower with the solid wow. The Tower, which is solid foundation, success with effort, and Basket, which is recognition and rewards for merit. That reads as graduation for some people. Other people's, like, moving on from, I don't know, a certain level in life. And that goes back to the page thing. So it could be that, like, maybe people are, like, proud to see how you ended up thus far. But yeah, Aquarius, interesting. This one kind of, like, involves a lot more people than I'm used to with you guys, but y'all are pretty self-driven anyway. And this one feels a little more relaxed, even though you have a ton of shit to do. So I wish you the best of luck with the month of July. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to book a reading, check out the info in the description box. And otherwise, I just hope you have a good one, okay? And thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you. Bye.